internet. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If you're new, instead of packing for my trip that I leave for in like 3 hours, I'm filming a video. Tonight's Reddit thread asks, what is the most intense or scary thing you have actually seen or experienced while traveling internationally? I'm not going out of the country, but I thought this would be the perfect thread to pregame my flight to. Not me, but a friend of mine encountered some crazy shit while traveling in Taiwan. This was around Taichung. There were 4 of them, her with 2 other girls and 1 guy. They hopped in a taxi and gave the driver the destination. He goes the right way for a while and then abruptly pulls off the road. He goes the right way for a while. And then abruptly pulls off into a side road. The way I would have shit myself. Still driving along, my friend asks him in Mandarin where the hell he's going, since they've all been to this place before and they know wherever they're going now is not what they asked for. The driver says nothing and gets on the celly and speaks to someone on the other end in Taiwanese. No one in the car understood this language. The mystery was in how the driver figured this out, since they were all Asian and could have easily passed for natives visiting home for the holidays. The car pulls into an open field surrounded by trees. In every direction, with only a single house in the middle of it. No, he parks right outside, and it appears people were emerging from the building, several of them. My heart. Driver pauses for a brief second, starts up the car again, and commences driving along. A few minutes later, the group finds themselves on the side of the main road as the cabbie drives off. What the 3 girls at the back of the car did not know at the time was, upon stopping outside that house, their 4th member sitting in the front pulled out his knife and held it right above his knee, making sure it was in plain view of the driver. Once the cabbie saw this, he started up the car again, no doubt realizing the dangerous situation he inadvertently found himself in. They never figured out what the driver planned on doing, but anything even close to kidnapping couldn't have been good. The cabbie was reported to the authorities, but they had left for the States before finding out anything further. That was one smart move, one smart friend, and they are so lucky to have them. Oh my gosh. I was in an airport near Paris, and I hear a whistle blow. Then there was this explosion. It turns out the bomb squad destroyed an abandoned suitcase by blowing it up inside the terminal. Freaked me the fuck right out of there. When I was in Indonesia, I was walking from my guest house to grab some dinner one night, and a group of 4 men started catcalling and yelling what were probably inappropriate things at me. I just ignored them and walked very quickly into the nearest building, which happened to be a department store type place. They followed me in, and I was trying to ignore them, hoping they'd leave. I figured I was safer in a public, well-lit sort of place. They grabbed me, and I spun around and started screaming at them in English. They laughed, but they eventually left. The worst part was all the people in the department store, including other women who were working there, just giggled when they saw this happening. These men could have dragged me out of the store, and no one would have done anything. I left Indonesia the next morning. Not me, but my dad. He used to be a professional photographer. He was one of those types who would do anything for a good photo. Anyway, he's in Mexico on a business trip, station and interrogate him. He tells them he's just a photographer from America, taking pictures as a tourist. Obviously, he's as confused as you can imagine and scared shitless. The police believe him and then tell him that a gang/cartel has been in town taking pictures of children and kidnapping them. The villagers thought he was part of the gang. Wow. My mom had some trouble when she was in North Africa. Don't remember which country. I think it was Egypt. She and her husband was traveling in a tour bus and got stopped by some police officers. Everyone had to hand over their passports and papers for inspection. No problem for anyone else. But my mom and her husband, they had Icelandic passports, which has IS or is as short. And the police were sure that they were Israeli. Neither spoke very good English, and they and the tour guide had some trouble convincing the officers that they were in fact from a snowy island in the north and not illegal Israeli immigrants. On a rural mountain road in Nepal, a little girl, maybe like 8 years old, tried to jump in front of her car. Before I realized what was happening, our guide jumps out and starts yelling and trying to catch her. The guide told me that parents sometimes encouraged young children to jump in front of cars in order to get some sort of settlement money from travelers. Scary shit. Other than that, Nepal is pretty chill. That makes me never want to fucking go to Nepal. Yesterday, I was driving. I was just going to the grocery store. It was around like 7 p.m. at night. Pitch black outside because, daylight savings likes to fuck us. But anyway, I was zooming down the road. I had the green light, so I wasn't slowing down. And a guy decides to start walking, even though the walk sign said no. He was wearing all black on top of that, so I almost did not see him. I could have hit this man. I could have been in jail right now. I traveled to Paris when I was 17 with a group of students from my high school. We were told to keep our money packed always safe and to never talk to street vendors, especially those who are making bracelets on tourists' wrists. These men will make bracelets and then charge a huge fee, and if you don't pay them what they ask, they will threaten you or physically stop you from leaving the area. I was paired with another young girl, and as we were traveling, a man approached us wanting to make us a bracelet. We declined, but he wouldn't take no for an answer. He kept bothering us and following us up the hill while we were saying no. At one point, he grabs my wrists and starts trying to work. I grab onto my friend, and he's pulling me in the other direction. He starts screaming at me and pulling me harder, but I'm not sure what to do at this point. My friend starts screaming for the police, and he took off. Unfortunately, the same thing happened to another student who didn't understand that the man was not going to let him leave without paying 20 euros. The student tried to leave, but the man was threatening to follow him and kill his family, and do all sorts of family. The student tried to leave, but the man was threatening to follow him, kill his family, and do all sorts of terrible things. The student took a picture of the man, and the man snatched his camera and took off. Tourist destinations are crazy. Somebody commented, Paris, the Detroit of Europe. I once went to the Ukraine on a school trip when a block or two from our hotel to catch the bus. Right as the bus pulls up, an older gentleman starts running across the busy road. I think it may have been 4 lanes. This was 10 years ago. He almost makes it and then is nailed pretty hard by a car. The older man goes down and starts clutching his hand. The driver gets out in his little car and begins berating the injured fellow. A couple of people go to help the old man, mainly to get him off the road. Somehow he manages to get on the bus. I nervously watch him the whole bus ride. I can tell by the way he's sitting and the blood on his hands that he is not okay. I ask our nurse if she can help. She says that she can see that he is hurt and that she wants to help, but she can't. I ask why not, and she explains She is there to ensure our well-being and cannot leave to help him, since he likely needs to go to the hospital where she would have to accompany him, and she speaks almost no Ukrainian or Russian, so everything would take a long time to deal with, and our group is on a tight schedule. That moment when I realized what she said was the right thing for her to do, but not the right thing overall. To make it worse, the injured man wasn't getting help from anyone. Even got yelled at by a woman for not giving up his seat to them. The lack of empathy I saw that day, coupled with not being able to do anything to help. It was a hard day. I hope that guy is okay. If I were to hit somebody with my vehicle, I would never, ever get out my car and have the fucking audacity to yell at that human, no matter how mad I would have been at that man, because it would have totally been his fault. I wouldn't have yelled at him. I probably would have been like, oh shit, I'm so sorry, and then like cried violently. I was in Colombia a little less than 10 years ago. I was on a road trip with my uncle and my cousins, and we were on the long stretch of road in the mountains. It was pretty early in the afternoon. It was a beautiful sunny day, so this was the last thing we expected to see. There was a bus pulled over on the side of the road. There were a few cops surrounding it, and 2 or 3 motorcycles. There was a lot of blood. Blood on the pavement. Blood on the bus windows. A few bodies covered by bloody sheets. It's important to keep in mind that my uncle's car was old and shitty, so he was driving pretty slow, giving us a chance to really get a good look at all the fucked up shit. We find out the next day that some dudes on motorcycles hijacked the bus and tried to rob the driver and passengers. One of the passengers wasn't having that shit, so he pulled out a gun and tried to shoot one of the robbers. They lost their shit and shot a bunch of people on the bus. I don't remember what happened to the robbers themselves, but yeah, that was pretty fucked up. This is the last story I'm going to read. Sorry guys, I really have to pack. So here's the last story. It's short and sweet, so hopefully it's good. I thought my 8-year-old daughter had been kidnapped at the Cambodian border while we were waiting at the immigration to cross into Thailand. She had gone to look for the bathroom without telling me. I was in fear for 5 minutes there. I could tell you the fear I had as a kid, losing my mom in the grocery store. Shit, I still have that fear when I lose her anywhere. So I couldn't imagine losing my child somewhere, even if it was only for a minute. This is why I don't want kids. I don't need that stress in my life. But to each their own. Anyway, guys, that is all I have for you today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. And if you have any unsettling, spooky, scary experiences that you would like to share, email this email right here, which is also available in the description along with my social media. If you want to follow me on that, I appreciate you guys so much, and thank you so much for watching, guys. Namaste. Have a nice day, guys.